Let's stay with the Oz. Now there's a lot of shenanigans going on down in Victoria at the moment over this Silk Belt and Road project. Premier's office censors emails on Silk Road deal. The Victorian Premier's office has refused access to details of crucial national security advice it received before signing up to China's Belt and Road Initiative. Documents obtained by the Victorian opposition show emails were exchanged between the Andrews government and the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade just months before the deal in October 2018. And I also draw your attention, Maddie, to a terrific piece by Greg Sheridan on the front of the Oz. He says this: Daniel Andrews is behaving foolishly, incompetently, and in effective betrayal of Australia's national interests. They're strong words.
They certainly are. I mean, this was a cracking yarn on today's front page by Damon Johnston. I tell you, I've worked with Damon quite a bit over the years. He's a terrific editor and he's a wonderful journalist as well. And, you know, that story that was on the front of the Oz today has just blown this whole thing out of the water. It really showed how deep those ties are between China and the Victorian government, which really told the story about, you know, Tim Pallas and the fact he'd been criticising the federal government for pushing for this inquiry into China. That was just bizarre. I thought it was odd today also to see, I mean, I know Greg Sheridan is rightly having a crack at Daniel Andrews in that piece tomorrow, but odd to see Joel Fitzgibbon back those comments up and back the Victorian government up so strongly today, you know, pushing this line that basically, you know, we're you know, not treating China well or not treating them fairly. I think we've been more than fair throughout this whole episode. I think the federal government has shown great leadership in pushing for that inquiry into the coronavirus and the origins of the coronavirus that now has such strong support and is going to happen. We should be congratulated for that. Instead, what we're seeing, of course, is the fact that we're being punished by China when it comes to our push for that inquiry. We've already been punished when it comes to those tariffs on barley, and I'm sure we'll get to this story later, but it looks like we're going to be punished when it comes to coal as well. So, you know, good on the federal government for standing up for China, but, you know, Victoria, it's not coming out of this looking very good at all.
Oh, I thought Tim Pallas's comments about Australia having vilified China were, I just thought they were very, very ordinary at a time when, you know, all we want to do is have an inquiry so that we can find out how this coronavirus pandemic started so that it doesn't wreak havoc again. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. I think he should resign, Pallas. I think he's a disgrace.
Well,
all right,
well,
let's go to the front of the Gold Coast.
There's an old saying, isn't there, Gleeson? There's an old saying that you should always follow the money, and I think that's what Damon Johnston's story today revealed. Follow the money, and you'll see exactly where those comments are coming from.
Was that a Confucius saying, was it?